Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 10th, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information is in the description box below. It also has a link to all the cards that I use there. So let's see now, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what September 1st to the 10th, 2019 has in store for you. Leo, September 1st to the 10th, 2019, Leo. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Leo, Leo, Leo. Ooh, fantastic. Okay, that's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Leo, is the Eight of Cups. There's an ending that's going on. For some of you, this is an ending as severe as a divorce. It can be a divorce, it can be an ending of a relationship, but it's a walking away. It's kind of like, it's done, it's over, everything is kaput. You're gone. You're crowned here with the Seven of Cups. I love that, the 7 and then the 8. So you have this kind of digression, but you also have a progression going on. You're crowned with the 7 of Cups. You're seeing all these opportunities kind of open up to you. And then you are also visualizing, seeing where it is that you want to be, what it is that you want. The 6 of Swords is next. The Queen of Swords, strong air sign presence, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cancer energy right here. You have a repeat of the number 7. So don't try to do anything tricky during these 10 days. Not that you would, but it's just a warning. 7s don't get away with anything. That's just one of their things. They're also astoundingly curious. So this is a number of not getting away with anything, but also of being highly curious, studying, learning, taking on new ideas, taking on new projects for some of you. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles, feeling as if you're walking alone, but you're not. Divinity is guiding you. And then you have the 2 of Cups. I love this because you have an ending here, but you also have love coming in. So for some of you, this can be an ending of a mindset. This can be a myriad of things. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Oh, I love that. I love that combination. Okay. And the 3 of Cups. Know that for some of you, Cancer might be a little bit tricky to be dealing with right now. Know that I read these cards intuitively and not just memorizing what a book says. So if you don't agree with my interpretation, that's totally cool. But this is the way I read the cards. All right? So let's see here. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Leo, September 1st to the 10th, 2019. Leo, September, oh, fantastic. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Beauty. Oh, you're going to be focusing on the beautiful, and you're going to be discovering beauty within your life. Because for some of you, you've been through a really hard time, and it's just kind of like the beauty isn't there. But now you're going to look at things and say, okay, I can see it. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, Leo. September 1st to the 10th, 2019. Show me clearly, show me clearly. These 2. Happiness and luck. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. We are starting with happiness. And this says, if happiness is what you want, then happy you shall be. You are declaring an intention. You are embracing an emotion. And I know I've said this in many, many of my readings. I'm reading Eckhart Tolle. And one of the things that struck me that he said was that we are not our thoughts, we are our emotions. And I thought, wow. Because he said this is where he gets himself in trouble. And I thought that is absolutely brilliant. We are not our thoughts. We are our emotions. Our emotions, our thoughts are based off of our emotions. So here, the emotion that you want to embrace is happiness. Now, why do you want to embrace this? Because who doesn't want to live in happiness? I don't care how much money you have. I don't care where it is that you live. Happiness is something that every single person is seeking. You want to live in happiness because you've been through so much. You've walked away from something that has at times been gut-wrenching for you. It really has. It can be an idea. It can be a place that you thought you would be. It's a mindset for some. It's an emotion for others. It could be a person, right? It could be a job. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for each and every one of you. And now it's time to embrace your happiness. Now it's time to embrace what it is that you want and where it is that you want to be. The fact that happiness is going to be embraced by you is something absolutely beautiful. And the color that shines through here is green, which is hysterical because I'm looking at the little tiny bit of green on her ballet slippers right there. So what you are embracing is happiness, and you're doing so through your heart, through your emotions. So clearing and cleansing the heart chakra is going to be highly beneficial for you. Then we have luck. With a clear direction of what you want to achieve, you're summoning energy that brings good luck. Know what it is that you want and go after it. Leo, first of all, you're spectacular at that. Secondly, right? Knowing what you desire is going to bring clarity into your life. And then the universe is going to align things for you. Healing and cleansing the crown chakra is going to be highly beneficial because it's going to take out all the clutter and add in your intention. That's what you're doing here with the Seven of Cups. Oh, I love when things correlate like that. Discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. Don't look at things as you've always been looking at things. That's also what you're walking away from. It's kind of like now is a new time. This is a new start. This is a new day, a new dawn. Yeah, now is a new start. Beauty. Beauty is unveiled by the lustrous light within. Beauty is coming from within you and around you. It's moving you forward in light and in love. You're not going to be external beauty, yes, okay, so that is important. But it's internal beauty that's going to matter more to you, especially during these 10 days. It's the beauty of the soul, it's the beauty of the self. And for some of you, that could also be the shift that you're doing here. Because we have the Eight of Cups. This is a walking away of something. This is an ending, as I said before, as severe as a divorce. It's kind of like it's over, it's done, kaput, we're finished. Now it's time to walk away. You have the moon guiding you. Now I see the moon as the sacred feminine. I also see the moon as an illumination of the darkness, which is of course what it is. The full moon illuminates a past cycle, the past cycle of the moon. What I see here is an illumination of the past cycle that you have been through. It does not matter how many years you have been through this cycle. It doesn't matter how long you've been walking through this cycle. You now have an illumination of this cycle that is moving you forward. You're walking away from what you once thought you would love, where you once felt comfortable, or where you tried to feel comfortable. For some of you, it's going to be like Cinderella's stepsisters. Okay, not in the Disney version, but in the original version, where the stepmother says to them, cut off your feet. Cut off the front of your toes. Cut off your toes, and you'll have the slipper fit. And so the first stepdaughter, she cuts off her toes. She gets the slipper to fit. She goes in the carriage, and then the prince sees that the blood is seeping out of the slipper. Okay, it's going to be something as severe as that, where you thought, if I just force it, it will just be. And it wasn't. It wasn't right. Luckily, you did not cut off the front of your feet, you know? Here, it is now time to walk away, because you have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is you seeing the truth of things. The High Priestess is the veil being lifted from your eyes and you moving forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be. It's getting what it is that you want, not in the way that you expected. Because Caradwin, she got the son that she wanted, but she didn't get it the way that she thought she would. She had a son, okay, and she thought he was a bit thin. She did not think that he had anything going for him, so she made this potion. Now you might say, how rude, but this is ancient medieval times, and also, you know, this was the type of person she was. She was a highly skilled sorceress, she was highly revered, and she did not mince words. So she's making this potion right here for her son, because she's going to give him every advantage in the world. She has a serving boy who's worth nothing, okay? She has him stir the potion. He has 2 rules. 1, do not drink. Do not drink it whatsoever. 2, don't stop stirring. This is a little boy. He's probably like 6 years old. So he's stirring, he's stirring, he's stirring. At the very end, at the final hour, when the potion is ready, of course, a bubble bursts and it hits his thumb. He puts his thumb in his mouth because he's burnt. He is the first one to taste the potion. He is the one that gets all the power. What happens then? she finds out, and she's rip-roaring mad. I mean, she's going to get him, and he knows it, because now he's magic too. So she's magic, he's magic, he books it, he just runs for his dear life. And she runs after him. Everything he turns into, because now he can shapeshift, everything he turns into, she turns into the predator of. Finally, he sees this big pile of corn, and he goes, oh my gosh, thank God. You know, she's never going to be able to find me in there. So he turns himself into a kernel of corn. She has been magic way longer than him, much more powerful than he is. So she turns herself into a hen and eats him. Now she's pregnant, because what is this? Welsh mythology, and this is how things happen. She's pregnant with him, and she thinks, I have you now. There's no way for you to escape. I will kill you. You will be done. And then she stops. She goes, wait. Now I have inside me a child that is going to have all the magic that I had wanted to bestow on my other son. I'll keep him. She keeps him, and he becomes Taliesin, the greatest warrior, bard, hero in Celtic mythology, or one of. You know, you have Finn McCool and Cuchulainn. And Cuchulainn? Yeah. So here you have power moving you forward. Right? You have the ability to create the reality that you want. But if you head down the same road, if you keep on like smashing into the brick wall that you're smashing into, it's not going to work. Kind of go around. And that's okay, that's what you're seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. It's time to stop this way of doing things, this way of trying to get things done. And you're taking another route. It might take you a little bit longer. It might not be exactly the way that you had things planned. But now you have insights and understanding that you did not have before. You are crowned with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups is visualize, visualize, visualize. See what it is that you want within your mind's eye. Why? Because your mind, and this is so cool, your mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality. It doesn't. Right? So when you sit there and you imagine your greatness, this isn't being caught in daydreams and living in daydreams. This is imagining your greatness. This is visualizing it. How does it feel? How does it feel to live your dream? Are you terrified? Is it overwhelming? Okay, then understand that emotion within you, because you'll also, through your visualization, you'll see your roadblocks, right? And you'll be able to move forward from them. See where it is that you want to be. And see what it is that your heart really wants. This isn't what it is that you think you should be to make your parents proud, or because your partner wants you to be like this, or because if you're like this, everybody will respect you. This is what you want to be. If you want to be a person who goes off and lives in the woods in a cabin, be a person who goes off and lives in the woods in the cabin. Now, if you have family that you need to support and everything like that, that's going to complicate things. But this is seeing what your soul desires, and this is seeing where it is that you want to be. I'm not telling anybody to run away, go quit your job, anything like that. You have to be responsible, and you have to take care of your responsibilities. I view that as being a highly important thing. But visualize where it is that you want to be, how it is that you want to move forward, what it is that you desire. Do you want peace and you're running a rat race and you can never see the end coming? Visualize yourself finding peace. What does it look like to you? Where is it that you loved being? What is it that you desire? You're setting yourself free. And you're doing so first between your ears. You're doing so within your own mind. And you're going to see that as you visualize it, as you go to this happy place, 5 minutes a day, close your eyes and see it. You're going to find that your world starts to shift so that that becomes your reality. You have the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles is prosperity coming. It's focusing on the details. And it's moving yourself forward. The Three of Pentacles is being guarded here by her feet. She's not sitting there and saying, oh my gosh, I have to worship it. It's not up high like in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, okay, where it's up high and they're creating a cathedral. Here, it's by her feet. You're guarding your prosperity, but you're focusing on the details and the beauty that is coming into your life. As you focus on the detail and the beauty that you want within your life, you want within your soul, you want within yourself, you're going to see, once again, that you set yourself free. Now you have a repeat of the number 3 here. Now what's really interesting too is that you have 2 and then 2 3s. So you have here communication and you have 2 2s. You have a repeat of number 2, you have a repeat of number 3, you have a repeat of the number 7. 7, there we go. You are moving towards your goals. You are moving towards your prosperity. Be upfront and honest. That's going to serve you best, Leo. Working with another person, but also sharing communication, embracing creativity is going to be highly beneficial for you, and you have the divine guiding you. Right? Here, Mimenen. Mimenen is the god of the sea in Welsh mythology. Here, He's reining in his emotions, but he's also having them replicate the earth. So emotions are replicating, or, yeah, what is desired on this earthly plane. So he's reining them in, and he has one horse head here, one horse head here to guide him forward. Then we have the Three of Cups. This is somebody who has betrayed you, hurt you, and now it's no more. You're also having light shown on this pain. The light shown on this pain is saying it's time to stop. That's also what you're walking away from here, because you know your mind better than ever before. This can be a water sign, a Cancer, right here. This can also be something that happened from June 21st to July 22nd. It can also be an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. It's time for you to move forward. This pain, this hurt, this person who betrayed you, okay? This person who celebrated you and then took that celebration away. This person was somebody you once really loved. Or at least you thought like things were cool between you two. Now it's time to know that this was a life lesson. It most certainly was. It was a divine lesson. And now it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. It's time to move towards what it is that you want. And it's honing your emotions the way that you want them to be, the way that you want them to move forward. This is also, I love this because the white of the water makes me always think of sea foam. So sea foam is what Venus, the goddess of love, was created from. She was created from sea foam. And so here, you're taking the love that you have for yourself, the love that you have for yourself and your life, there we go, I repeated myself, you have for your life, and you're honing it to the way that you want to move forward, to the place that you want to be. And it's pulling you along because, Leo, what people do not always understand about you is that, yes, you're fierce. Yes, you are determined beyond sometimes measure, all right? But you also need love, and you're highly sensitive. So to embrace what you love, to embrace the way that you move forward, Leo, is going to help you get to the place that you want to be. Now, with the Two of Cups going into the Six of Swords, and then going into the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess, you're embracing love. This does not have to be romantic love. This could be a love for yourself. This could be a love for your child, a love for your family. Okay? This can be, the balancing of the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. You have the angels blessing you. You have healing coming in. And there's a fragility to your life right now. Now, there's a fragility to everybody's life right now, always. That doesn't make sense. There's a fragility to life always. There we go. And as you realize this, you're going to see that moments are so important. As you realize that the words people say, the emotions people have, the actions people take, can be astoundingly wounding, you're going to find that you live more in a healing essence of truth. Here, with the Six of Swords, you're moving towards the unknown. I always see this as moving towards Avalon, which I just think is cool. The final resting place of King Arthur, a place of magic and wonder. Now, I'm not saying that Avalon is real or anything like that. I am saying that you're moving towards wonder. And you're going through the mist. So you're going through emotions, you're going through insecurities, being unsure. And what you have and what you're armed with is your knowledge of where you stand, the knowledge of where it is that you want to be, the knowledge of everything that you have learned. Every time you have fallen, every time you have risen, every time you have been somewhere in between, every time you felt stuck, every time you felt jubilant, every time you just felt like not feeling anything at all. And that knowledge is coming with you. At times you're going to be so confident. You're going to be like, I got this. I understand where it is that I'm heading. I understand what it is that I want. And at other times, you're going to feel as if you don't at all, even know. Questions, doubts, fears. Know that the angels are guiding you. So you don't have to know everything. And you don't have to be in control all the time. Show up, shut up. That's what I believe being an adult is. And I know that sounds harsh, and it sounds rude. But 99% of being there is showing up and shutting up. And moving forward. And I'm not saying that your views don't matter, but I am saying here that with the High Priestess, you're going to find that observation is going to be highly beneficial for you. You're going to find that knowledge, understanding, and ideas are going to be where you feel most secure. You're going to see that you need to look at things, step back, look at things, have the veil lifted from your eyes, and move forward in your truth, in what it is that you love. Because 6 is an emotion number. It's a nurturing number. It's the most caring number in numerology. So you're embracing that truth. Now here with the Five of Pentacles, you feel as if you're walking this world alone. I mean, really seriously, you have times where you feel like you're going through a winter. It's like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get there? Am I ever going to be where it is that I need to be? You're moving forward. You are. Know that the angels are guiding you. You have divinity, has your back. For some of you, there's a need to connect with divinity again. I'm not saying to go to church or temple or mosque or, synagogue. I'm not saying to go anywhere. I'm saying to have that connection with divinity to move you forward in your truth, to help you embrace your emotions, to help you embrace your prosperity, because the prosperity comes. How does it come? It comes to you embracing your mind. You can also, again, be having trouble with an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. But here, you're setting yourself free. You need your independence. Oh my gosh, if any sign needs their independence, Leo, it's you. Because you need to feel as if you have things under control. You need to feel as if you're leaving footprints in this life. The Greeks said, he stood here. They would say at the end of somebody's life. You could see that he stood here. And what that means is that his life, and it was his, not usually hers, because this is the ancient Greek world. His life was so impactful that he left his footprints in the sand. And it's something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, of course. I can't remember it exactly. But you're going to find that you stood here, and that people know that you stood here. But you need to embrace your independence, but above all, you need to embrace your truth. You cannot live somebody else's truth. And you cannot mold yourself into what somebody else wants you to be. You're setting yourself free. You're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes during these 10 days, right? Because you have the Queen right here. The Queen is the director, the King, the actor upon the stage. You're going to be much more comfortable behind the scenes. You're going to set yourself free. You're guarding your mind, the seat of your soul. The Celts believed that the head was the seat of the soul. They also invented chainmail, which is really cool. The Romans stole it, like they did everything. But you have here a guarding of your truth, a guarding of your knowledge, okay? And an embracing of your wisdom. You have the Morgan flying above you. Now the Morgan is the goddess of battle. And what this is showing me here is not that you have to be prepared for battles. Though for some of you, you might feel as if you do, okay? And it can be that battle of walking away and embracing your truth. But what I am seeing here is that you have been through battles. And that has made you learn and understand and know things that really rather you would have been fine without knowing. You would have been fine with those lessons being kept. But because you have this knowledge now, and you know about betrayal, you know about hurt, you see more clearly. No person evolves through having the most beautiful life. Okay? Think of Siddhartha in the first Buddha. He was a prince, and when he was born, it was prophesied to his father that if he knew pain and suffering, he would become the greatest holy man of all time. If he didn't, he would become a great king. And his father, as a king, went, I don't want him to become, a healer, a prophet. I don't want him to become that at all. So he kept all negativity away from him. No servant was allowed to be around him after a certain age, so he never knew death. He never knew old age. He was only allowed to go certain paths when he went anywhere, because all homeless people would be taken away, all poverty would be taken away, the streets would be clean and beautiful. So he was only allowed to know the finest in life, without pain, without suffering. Well, one day he's riding in his carriage on his way home, and there's something that happens in the road, an accident or something, and the carriage can't go the way that it usually goes. And so he says, take a different route. And the driver says, no, I'm not allowed to. And he says, well, I am a prince. I command you to. So he does. And when he's taking this different route, this is the first time he ever sees poverty. He ever sees old age. He sees a man on the side of the road, a beggar. He's old. He has nothing. He's dirty. And Siddhartha is touched beyond belief. He's moved. He orders the car to be stopped. He, talks to the man. He then goes back in the car. And he goes home. And he says, I cannot live in this palace. I cannot live with all this finery. When people have nothing. He didn't know. He didn't know that the world was not like him. That's what you've realized. Not that you lived in a palace, not that you were Siddhartha, that is an extreme. But here, this has taught you pain and suffering. It's taught you hurt, which has opened your eyes to the power of your emotions, to the power of your truth, to move you forward in a way that embraces love. Your subconscious message is the Empress. Again, another 3, divinely guided. You have fallen, scraped your knees, felt as if you couldn't get back up. You couldn't get up. But you did. You rose, and you rise. Now you have a power of prosperity around you. You have a creativity to you that is going to be unmatched by others. You're getting divine guidance that is moving you forward. And you are claiming your power and your truth. Nothing and no one can stop you, Leo. Move forward in this grace. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.